Welcome, Commanders, to another day in Star Trek Fleet Command. In today's video, I thought it might be interesting to have a peek for those of you who don't have access in our Alliance bundle store to have a look at this new G5 Epic Armada pack, both the Epic, Rare, and compare that to the G4. This has all come out with the introduction of the G5 armadas, which some alliances are able to do, some are not. If you happen to be an alliance that has some whales or bigger players, then it's possible you're able to do some of those. If not, it makes it more difficult. But I thought it still might be interesting if you can't, because this might be for some future planning. Maybe you save some of your turn-ins and so forth. And what I mean by that is I remember when I was probably a mid-level 38 player that this regular Epic Armada pack that people recommended you save your turn-ins till I think it was Ops 38 because that's when you would get your maximum chance to get more ISS Jellyfish, this jellyfish blueprints. So for those who quite aren't at this level where you can see or have access to see this G5 packs. Well, I'm calling them packs. You're not really buying them. You're turning in for the credits you earn from running armadas. I thought it'd be interesting to look at those. So first off, let's hop into this one. The uncommon isn't as impactful, I would say, and it costs quite a bit to do a turn in. For me, a single turn in is like 1.2 million um, uncommon credits. So you gotta be able to run quite a few or some bigger ones to get those. But let's look at the G5 rare one first. And I want to point out a couple of things here. First thing is the rare tactical cores have a chance of 1400 or 1800. And I know there's been some discussion in the community about this, but there's no information button here, so we can't tell for sure how many pulls, but we believe that there are multiple pulls that you're getting on some of this stuff, okay? So you have a chance still of getting the rare cores here, which are so needed. If I go back, for example, to the G4 rare pack, I guess I can call them packs, huh? I usually think of packs of things that you can buy, and I guess in a way you're buying this, it's just with the Armada credits. But see, this one only has 450. So it's not as lucrative, I guess. You're getting a lot more for your turn-ins here. So what was the cost here again for me for a single? It was 200, which gives me two chests. And this is because I got the prime to give me an extra turn-in. So normally it would have just been one chest, but for me it's two. So keep that in mind if you don't have that prime. Let's see here. So cost is a little bit more, but you have a chance to get a lot more of these rare cores, which for me is the biggest thing in here. Secondly, you've got the Pick, Bev, Picard, Riker, Worf, and the Doctor in here, plus credits, faction credits are the other things. And the thing I kind of find offensive is that this is the only place I know of that has a semi-decent for Voyager. You've got your regular turn-ins if you can do the rare formation armadas, but man, they really need to add another way, don't they, for us to get these. And maybe Scopely put them in here because as a higher level player, it's even more important to be able to get let's see if I can get this pull up here. The Renaissance Man, his officer or his below deck ability to increase the resources dropped by hostiles. So ship parts is the main thing there. So where do I see value here? I see value, a higher level player, you need repair speed up, so that's obviously helpful. And the little drop from Epic Armada directives is important, but I like mostly here the Doctor. He's really important for some of the loops in the game, and pick Bev for the loot drop. Her below deck is increased parts, and I spent some of my loot during that end of store, sorry, end of arc loop to get her, I think, to tier 3. So, anyways, these rare cores are super important. And I think I'm going to save until I can get a little bit more because I like to turn in. Oh, I already turned in this rare one here. For 30,000, you can. This is probably the best way to get epic directives is to continually pulling this every day. So I probably won't pull that today. But looking at the Epic Armada pack for the G5 for high level players, super important. But I love that the guaranteed here is 2,000 rare cores. I need those like crazy, and I'll show you in a minute why. But comes with a lot of other goodies from all this G5 material, faction credits, and then ship blueprints. Nova, trying to get, my goal is to get a second one of those. That's a G5 miner for those who don't know. Super important. And then all these other potential ships that you can get. So pretty dang awesome. I think I'm gonna just pull the 2 chests and let's, so you guys can see. Let's see what we get. Ooh, 6 Nova. That's nice. That would really help me get a little bit closer to having another one. Corvus, I'm not actually working towards that one, so that's kind of, meh for me. The uncommons, that's really nice. Ooh, a lot of faction credits there. I got 4,000. Yeah, 4,000 tactical cores. The rare ones, that's super important. And then those are, and I'd already collected those for the Borcha. If I'd known that they were going to have this as an option here, I probably wouldn't have spent the blueprints to get it. Sorry, not blueprints. I probably wouldn't have spent the faction credits to get it. So, anyways, that's where we're at, and you can look and see the value. One thing that you might want to do is you might want to save your credits, your epic armada or rare armada, especially the epic ones, to get some of the goodies in that epic chest. If you're not getting a lot, if you don't need to get, say, the ISS jellyfish, you could always save that. Let me show you before we're done. I want to show you where we're at, kind of the purpose for those who don't know or haven't seen at this level of the Armada Control Center. Let me hop into my station and we can look at that together. So mine is a 47, and I wouldn't be surprised with all these rare cores they're starting to give out if we have some update to this building. But look, I have got 16,700 of 27,000 needed just to take it to 48. So I'm getting close to 50. And why, some of you may ask, why am I talking how needed and important this is? Because if I go all the way down to 50, that is where you take your armada size, and this is regular group armadas, from 6 to 7. So you can have 7 slots at this level of a Armada control center. So huge as far as having more people and to be able to take on bigger targets. Hopefully this video is helpful to everyone out there, whether you are just want to see what was in those polls, or maybe you want to do some future planning. This will give you the option to kind of see those and evaluate it. I am excited. I'm really excited that I'll be able to start to work more diligently on this on this building, the Armada Control Center, the ACC. Um, One of the best videos I saw out in the community was put by Lube, and I'll put he's a content creator. For those who don't know, I'll put a link to his video in the description below, or in the comment section below, rather. But he did a great video on how you can most effectively get as many credits as possible, really stock up on those, even for the free to play. There are a lot of options of how you can source all of those credits that you need, the directors you need to get the credits you need to do those turn ins, and where the value is there. So I'll put a link down there. But one of the big strategies I'll say is that if you've got a big player in your alliance with the high ops, that you reach out to them and say, hey, can you help me run this and help me beat this whatever armada in deep space? And even if that means that you've upgraded like a ship like your Voyager, which has tremendous warp range, and then you go and you start it, and you have that big player that with a big ship to defeat it, help you defeat it, then you're going to be able to get from the leader box of the Armada so many credits, and they will really, really, really help you with your turn ins. So we'll end it for today, but please remember to like if you've liked this video and learned a lot from it. If you don't want to miss any future videos I put out, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss a single video that I'm putting out. Trying to put out videos that are mainly geared toward information for players and things that are really going to help you out in your game. So thank you so much and have a great day.